This would be a perfect room for a poker game.
Of course, the film takes another aspect in the post-Weinstein scandal. Would you say that it's more relevant now than it would have been before?
No, I think it was relevant before. I think it would have been relevant in the 1950s. I think this is a story that should have been explored a long time ago, or subject matter in terms of patriarchy that could have been explored a long time ago. I think it becomes relevant because more people are becoming aware of it. You know, perhaps if this film had come out a year ago, they wouldn't have understood the subtlety of what he was writing in terms of a woman trying to find success in an industry where in the government, in a family where men were making all the rules.
I'm gonna stop paying you as my assistant.
You firing?
I'm not firing you, I'm just gonna stop paying you. You get paid once a week from the game, it doesn't seem fair.
You're gonna stop paying me because I'm making too much money doing my second job, and if I say no, I'll lose both jobs because it doesn't seem fair?
You don't have bargaining power here.
You are unimportant.
I think what happened in Hollywood, it's a difficult thing because I think what happened in Hollywood is happening all over the world. You know, I think what happened in Hollywood happens whenever you have an industry or a government or anything where men are in charge, where you only have one group in charge. I mean, I believe we need to work to live in a society where it's a very inclusive, where all voices, you have many voices that are participating in leadership, be it gender, sexual identity, orientation, different races. When you have the voices of many, then you have a healthy perspective to look to. And I think because Hollywood is we're under a microscope, there's so much media on it, it has started the conversation. For me, it would be really important if we can use what's being focused on in Hollywood and say, okay, how can we look at entire society and help women that may not be Hollywood actresses? We need to help women that right now feel invisible.
I'll be hosting a game in this suite every Tuesday night.
First buy-in, $250,000.
That's gonna make noise.
Let's play.
I was in a room with movie stars, directors, and business titans. They were going all in, all the time.
I was the biggest game runner in the world.
You got 2.8 million on the street right now.
You're gonna get blown up.
Do you understand that you are charged with operating an illegal gambling business?
I choose characters that to me move the needle forward, you know, in the world. Listen, I can play a female villain. I can do terrible things as a character, but that's interesting to me because I want to play characters that are different from a stereotype of what a woman has to be. I think sometimes we have a stereotype in our film industry where women's first goal is to find love, that women are defined by the men in their lives, the relationships, or defined by being a mother, these things are wonderful things to be. There's nothing against that. But there are other women. There are women also who are, and I think women should be defined by what they do and what they say.
What made you say yes in the first time? Was it the story? Was it Sorkin? Was it the political aspect?
Well, it was Sorkin.
Okay.
Absolutely. It was working with Aaron. But also that connects to the political aspect because Aaron Sorkin's a political filmmaker. And yes, it's a really exciting, true story, which is shocking that this is a true story of this woman. But in addition to it being a true story of Molly Bloom, because he's a political filmmaker, he explores gender politics and the dynamics of what it means to live in a patriarchal society. So yes. Aaron Sorkin all the way.